Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. I hope you're all having a great start to the week. I am going live right now for a double booster, a double edition of so I've got my Magic March video where I'll be sharing a content idea for you today, and I'm also going to do my weekly Q&A, which is called Ask Amy Anything. So come and let me know how your week's going. How are you getting on with social media? Have you started thinking about your April content yet? It's a big month because we've got the first 2 weeks, for us anyway, are the Easter holidays. Whether you are on the same Easter holidays or whether you've got different dates, we've got Easter holidays to tackle, we've got all those bank holidays to tackle. There's a hell of a lot going on. So I would love to hear whether you've got your social media planned for that month so that you can focus on having fun with your family and doing what you need to for your business while the kids are at home. So come and let me know. This is a double edition. What's the word I was looking for? A double booster, I don't know. I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone in this video today because I'm going to give you the Magic March content cue and I'm going to do my Ask Amy Anything. So please come and let me know what questions you have about social media. Every Tuesday, I do a live Q&A at lunchtime. Hello, Ruth. Dual purpose. That's perfect. That is absolutely, yes, it is a dual purpose video today. Because I'm all about being as efficient as possible by repurposing and reusing and squishing everything into one. So yes, thank you, Ruth. That is absolutely exactly what I was thinking of. Today is Tuesday, which is the day that I do my live Q&A. I do it around lunchtime. So this time, every Tuesday, you can pop on and come and ask me any questions that you might have. So if you have any questions about social media, anything that's bothering you, anything that's holding you back from posting, anything that's stopping you planning next month, what is it that's preventing you from being able to think ahead and save yourself time? Hello, Kimmy. Lovely to see you, sweetie. Do let me know. I want to hear what's on your mind. This is your chance to let me know how I can help you with your social media. If there's something that's holding you back, I want to make that better. I'm going to come back in a second just in case there are any other questions. But Kimmy, thank you very much for your contribution because I will definitely cover that. Whilst I wait for you guys to add in your questions for social media, I'm going to just cover the Magic March. So during March, I am going live every single day to give you a content cue, a content idea. On that note, actually, I probably won't be doing it this weekend because I'm away in Scarborough, but I will find a time during the day to be able to come on and say hello to you. But I am going live to give you lots of different content ideas, and I would love for you to use them. And to use them to save you time in having to figure out what to post. I feel like I've got a little bit of lip gloss on today, and I actually feel like it's making my lips look more wrinkly. Anyway, today's content cue. If you didn't know, today is World Poetry Day. So I have used this in the past, I think, for a really nice idea for my content. I got some really great feedback from it. So we've spoken about awareness days and how tapping into conversations that we know are going to be happening online can help you with your reach on your posts. But I also think that they're a nice chance to give a bit of variety to your content, to think a little bit outside the box, and to start chatting about things that aren't just whatever it is you sell. Awareness days give you a really nice chance to do that, have a bit of variety, but still bring it back to your business. So my idea today, my content cue for you today is as it is World Poetry Day, is to get creative. So have a think, try and think outside the box. Now, my advice to you would be get your core posts sorted each week. Make sure that you've got a nice regular, you've got your sales post, you've got a post introducing yourself, you've got a post that is sharing a bit of value, sharing a tip, sharing some advice. Maybe you've got a motivational quote in there. Once those are all sorted and scheduled, that's when you've got the freedom in your head to be able to start thinking outside the box. And World Poetry Day is a great chance to do that. So I created a poem couple of years ago, I think. And actually, it's another great example of reusing content, because I reused it again last year and I'm going to reuse it again today. Just trying to think of a nice way of turning it into a reel. But anyway, the poem goes: there once was a mummy of 4 who loved life but wanted more. She loved her kids, loved her house, and her kind, supportive spouse, but an exciting future in business she saw. Scared of being left on the shelf, she didn't want to work for anyone else. So she started a company that helped you and helped me, but there was one thing that held back her wealth. She was running from here to there, never a moment to spare. Between work, kids, and chores, her head was all kinds of sore, so her inspiring story she never did share. So she booked a content planning 1-to-1. She finally had a plan, ideas, and fun. As her audience grew, it was then that she knew the wizard is what she was missing all along. I'd forgotten how good that was. So I had a little bit of fun and I really liked that poem. And I've just realised I'm going to have to tweak it a bit, because my chosen one at the moment isn't my power hours. It's my content planning workshop, which is in 50 minutes, by the way. If you have space in your diary at 1 o'clock and want to get your content sorted for April, then come and join me. It's not too late. But yeah, so my content cue today is to think outside the box and try and do something creative. Tap into something that you enjoy doing. It might be drawing, it might be creating graphics, it might be writing, it might be poems, it might be short stories. Tap into something you enjoy and use that to have a bit of variety on your content. So that was Magic March. Join me again tomorrow morning. I've just been trying to figure out what time I'm going to go live. I'm going to try and get on here early because I have a coaching call at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to try and jump on at 9:30, so I can come and chat with you guys, and then I can get on my coaching call and start thinking about everything that I'm going to be bringing you to April. So that will be the Magic March live tomorrow. Will be around 9:30ish, depending on what time I get back from the school run. But before we start thinking about that, I'm going to talk to you about the Ask Amy Anything. So, as I mentioned before, let me know if you have a question about social media. I will answer it now. I'm going to come back to Kimmy's from the start of the live. Ruth, am I networking tomorrow? I need to double check whether this coaching call is on, because it clashes, and it's really disappointing because I want to be at both. So I'm trying to work out if I can do that first and then go on to the coaching call. So you're right, I might not be able to do 9:30 for the live either. Busy morning tomorrow. Need to be online for lots of different reasons. I think I'm probably going to have to miss it, but if I do, I'll be back next week. That is the Parenting and Business Connections. I went to that networking session last week and it was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. So I highly recommend it for fellow mums in business. Wonderful group of ladies on there, and have met a couple of people who I'm now working with. So that's really exciting. But yes, so Ask Amy Anything. Kimmy has asked about confidence. So when I said my question to you guys earlier was, what is it that is holding you back from posting on social media? And Kimmy has given the answer of confidence. Now, I'm really glad you said that, Kimmy, because you're not the only one. And it's a perfect example. And I firmly believe that that is what you need to work on first before you start thinking about creating content, because otherwise you're just not going to get the energy that you need in your content, and you're never going to have the confidence to push it out there. So there's always going to be something holding you back, and we need to work on that. So for those of you who don't know, I've picked 4 themes as a focus for your social media in 2023. Those 4 themes are the 4 cons of social media. So you will probably, off the top of your head, be able to think of loads of cons of social media. I think we can all think of the negatives of social media, but I want to flip the way that word sounds in your head. And whenever you hear somebody talk about the cons, the drawbacks, the nasty side of social media, I want you to think of these 4 cons instead to help keep up that reasoning, the reason for you being on social media, help keep up your confidence, help keep up the justification for you putting all of this energy into social media. So the 4 cons are confidence, consistency, conservation, and connections. So those 4 are the things that I want you to focus on this year. It is what my content is going to focus on, both in this group, on my pages, and in my emails. So if you are signed up for the 52 ways to wave a magic wand over your social media pages, you will get weekly tips, and those tips are moving through each of those 4 themes. For the first part of the year, we focused on confidence. We did things like looking at your profile, looking at your branding, looking at your messaging, looking at your goals, having a clear idea in your head of what you want to get out of social media, even if it's wanting to make sure you're showing up consistently, but it's easier for you to do that, and that it's not a big drain on your energy, on your time, on your mental health. If that is your goal, make sure that you have that clear in your head, so that when you're trying to create content, you're not forcing yourself to do 2 or 3 posts a day, because actually your goal is balance, and it is making life easier for yourself, not putting more pressure. It might be growing your group, in which case you can start focusing on promoting that. So confidence is the first thing to work on, and the main way of doing that is knowing what you're doing on social media. As I say, if you're signed up for the 52 ways to wave a magic wand email list, then you will have received some tips about this earlier on in the year. If you're not, just pop onto my website, and when you click onto the website, you'll get a box popping up that invites you to sign up, and that is completely free. So I'm just popping the link to my website in the comments, so you can sign up there if you would like to. Another thing that I think helps with your confidence is content planning. So when you plan your content ahead, you feel like you know what you're doing. You're not scrabbling around for ideas for posts, because you have them there in front of you already. You can even schedule your posts so you can feel confident knowing that you are showing up consistently for your audience. So content planning is definitely a part of confidence. And that will then lead to consistency. Once you have confidence, then you start to get more consistent posting. And once you get posting more consistently, you will start to see success in your social media. So working on that first is definitely something I want to help you with. And Kimmy, I will be helping you with ideas for content at the networking session that I'm coming to in Ribble Valley in April. On April the 14th. Looking forward to that one. Really looking forward to just getting out of Leeds, actually. It's going to be really nice. She says about to go off to Scarborough and then Cornwall. But anyway, so that was Ask Amy Anything, my weekly Q&A. If you ever have any questions about social media, please feel free to post them in my Content Wizards group, and I will come and I will reply to the comments, or save it up and pop it on my post about Ask Amy Anything. You pop a question in that post, I go live at lunchtime to answer it. And as you've just seen there, it gives me a chance to go into a little bit more detail, give you some examples, give you some help, just getting a little bit more out of me than you would if I was just replying to a comment. That is my goal with these lives. And as I mentioned, please do come and join me for the tomorrow's Content Q live. Ruth is right, I'm not really sure what time it is, so if you see me pop up, then come and say hello. I will speak to you all very soon. One last little plug for my content planning workshop, which is starting in 40 minutes. Not too late to sign up. You can access that via my website, but if you want a quick link to book, then give me a shout, drop me a message, because there is still space to join. So I will see you all very soon. Thank you for joining me today.